Hey everyone, so today we are making enchiladas, homemade, and we are using some of these dried peppers. I have several in here, but I'm going to use the ancho chilies to make a really good enchilada sauce. I'm actually going to make two kinds. I'm making chicken enchiladas and I'm making a vegetarian enchiladas with zucchini and squash and onions and lentils. So, hope you all enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start off by cutting up an onion, and I have a white onion, and then I'm going to cut up a red onion. So I won't make you all watch this part. And I'm also going to chop up a red onion. And I'm going to chop up quite a bit of garlic since I'm going to be using a lot of garlic in a couple of different things. So today we actually don't have any children here this week. Our son is on spring break, so he went to go see his mom in Cleveland, and my daughter is back at school. So it's just me and my better half, so I don't have to cook so much. So I'm just gonna chop up this garlic. Okay, so I cut up quite a bit of garlic since I will be using garlic in a couple of different things. In the enchilada sauce, in the chicken, the filling, the squash and the zucchini. Try not to make a mess. I just did. So a lot of people think that I'm vegetarian. I'm actually not, but sometimes I just don't have a taste for meat and I want to just eat lots of vegetables. And this particular time, I just have a whole refrigerator full of vegetables, so I need to use them before they go bad. So I decided to make two different kinds of enchiladas. One is going to be chicken, the other one's going to be vegetables. Alright, so I'm going to start by putting some lentils on the stove. And again, I don't need very much because it's just the two of us this week, so I have about that much in the pot. I'm going to add some water and some salt, and I'm going to start there on the seasoning because once it's a little bit more done, then I'm going to add in like the Mexican seasonings with cumin and chili peppers and garlic and those type of things. Alright, and I'm going to chop up this zucchini, and I'm just going to chop it into cubes. Same with the yellow squash. Actually not going to cut the whole thing because I'm only making a small pan since I'm probably going to be the only one eating this vegetable enchilada. Okay, so right now I have a couple things working. I have the lentils on the stove so that they can get cooked, which they don't really take that long, maybe 20 minutes. I have chicken thighs coming up to room temperature so I don't shock them when I put them in the pan. And next I'm going to steep these anchos so I can rehydrate them. And I'm just gonna place them in a pot. I'll get quite a bit. And boil them on the stove. And so what's going to happen is they are going to rehydrate and be soft, and I can turn that, see? I can turn it into enchilada sauce. So anchos are, I mean, they're spicy, but they're not too hot. My experience. I am a weakling when it comes to peppers, so just gonna put this water in here. And let it boil. So you want to season your chicken with some salt and some pepper. Like I said, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I like thighs because they're really flavorful. It's a dark meat. Usually I use white meat, but husband came back with thighs instead of breasts, so we're gonna do this for him. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder on these. Let me hit that other side. Just some dry seasonings. I know I have fresh onions and fresh garlic, but I'm going to just hit these with some dry a little bit. Like that. See? Alright, next we're going to get started on the chicken. I'll start with a little bit of olive oil. And I have, sometimes I go to like TJ Maxx and those places and I get these fancy olive oils. So this one is red pepper flavor olive oil. Alright, so once you have oil in the pan, just make sure you heat it up until it's hot. See? Again, I don't use too much oil. And drop them in there like that. Okay, here is the beginnings of the ancho chilies steeping in a pot. I just turned it up to about medium high, in between medium and high. And so it hasnhasn't come up to a boil yet, but I'm just gonna let those steep until they get soft. Okay, so while the chicken is going, I'm going to start to cook down the squash and zucchini, onions, and garlic for the filling for my vegetable lasagna. The chicken is cooking. I don't know if you can see this, but you see the chicken? I'm going to go ahead and flip them. basically I'm going to cook the chicken all the way, and then I'm going to, right before it's finished, I'm going to add in some of those flavor profiles that make it Mexican, like cumin and chili pepper. Waiting on that oil. So once the chicken is cooked, then we can begin to shred it. Stir that a little bit. The oil's not hot enough. I've gone ahead and added in the cumin, onion, and squash. And you're going to cook these until they cook down and they're really soft. I'll let it go before I put in. I'm going to actually go ahead and start shredding this chicken. Right in the pan. With 2 quarts. And I still have a little bit ways to go on cooking. Not too much longer. But this way I can start to add in those other good flavors garlic. And I'm just finishing with the shred on the chicken. This is basically the filling for the chicken enchiladas. Let's see if I can show you that one up. To this chicken, I'm going to add some cumin right in this pan. And I love cumin, so I'm going to use quite a bit. Also some chili powder and some dry chipotle. So it's going to be a little spicy. And I'm also going to hit the pan with a little bit of water, because that'll help to break up what's on the bottom of the pan. Make it like saucy. So hopefully you all can see this. It looks real liquidy, but it's going to cut down. I want to get all those bits to come off. And you can do that by just hitting it with some liquid. It smells really good, guys. I'm just turning the fire down a little bit. At some point I'm going to taste this and see Get a slight, but at this point I am going to add in some onions. The rest of the onions I chopped up. And let that cook down in there. And I probably could have added those onions in a little sooner. Okay, I just added in some red onions to the zucchini. Also some garlic. A little bit of salt. And some pepper. And I'm going to add chipotle and those same similar seasonings that I had in the chicken. I'm going to add those to the lentils. Now I'm cooking these all the way down until they're soft. If they start to, like, things start to burn, add in some water and it'll help to steam it and not burn. Okay, so at this point, this is what the chicken filling looks like. Definitely should have added those onions sooner, but I was trying to do too many things at once. And when you're recording, you gotta remember how to do time management. But that's okay, because once the enchiladas go in the oven, the steam in there will help to soften them up. So the chicken is done. I'm just going to taste it and make sure that it doesn't need anything. It's really good to me. I like cumin, so I'm going to add just a little bit more. It's got a nice kick to it of spice. And that's coming from the chili powder and the chipotle. And it has just the right amount of salt in it from what we seasoned the chicken with earlier. So this, you guys, is pretty much done. This is the filling for the chicken enchiladas. And here is our pot of ancho chilies that are steeping. So you can kind of see this one here has turned like this bright red color. So that's what we're looking for them all to turn, because they're really soft like that. So let's keep it going. And here's our pot of lentils that are still cooking. They're just about done. I have them on like a low simmer. And I have the zucchini and squash, onions, and garlic mixture going into another bowl for my vegetable enchiladas. So I just cook them until they're soft, almost mushy. Alright, and I've cooked those lentils and drained them until they're done. They're just not, they're done, but they're not mushy. So now we're going to add in those same flavor profiles as before. Cumin, chili pepper, and chipotle. Just going to stir that on in. Now, when you drain them, you might have drained out like too much of the liquid. And if it feels like it's too dry, you can take it off with the heat, really. If it feels like it's too dry, then you can add a little bit more water in, but basically you're making it look something like ground beef or ground turkey. Okay, so I tasted this and I needed to add more salt and more cumin. So here's what it looks like. I added a little bit of water because it was a little dry. Okay, also going to add, it seems like it needed a little bit more, so I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. And this is why I really don't use recipes. I taste everything and then I kind of see like what it needs. Okay, so our chili peppers are hydrated. See, they're red. So what I'm going to do is rinse the seeds out of them because I don't want them to be too spicy. I'm just going to rinse these, take the seeds out, and put them into a container so I can blend them up in the bullet. And we're going to have red sauce. Okay, so I have quite a few of them, mostly all of them, rinsed off, and that's rinsed off just so the seeds aren't there anymore. I'm going to put some garlic in here. I'm also going to add in some cumin and a little bit of salt. And then some chicken stock so it can have some liquid. And you might need more than this. Just start there. And pulse it until it's okay, so you're going to start with the nice clean workspace, and we are going to assemble our enchiladas. So we have our enchilada sauce. We'll start with just putting a little bit on the bottom of the pan. Like so. And I have corn tortillas, and I know some people put them in oil and do all that, but I don't. So we're gonna start with our chicken, which I have here. I guess I can show you all what all this stuff is looking like. So I like lots of cheese, so I have a Mexican blend cheese, plus I love sharp cheddar. That's my favorite cheese. And I just got the Publix brand. I have sour cream, I have chicken, I have the vegetable mixture with the zucchini and the squash, and I have the lentils. I also have, what is this, olives, green onions. And those are the things that are going to go inside. Alright, so start by adding some chicken. I'm going to put some cheese on here. And I put a little dollop of sour cream. Like that. And then try not to be messy like me. Roll it and put it down just like that with the seam down. So you're gonna go through and do that again. And I almost forgot to add green onion. I'll add that on here. Green onion. A little dot. I like the sour cream because like when you cut into it, once it's all cooked, you get like a little creaminess to it. And I'll do those. These are the chicken ones. Alright, and that's the first pan. And it's okay if they break a little bit. It's just going to be like a casserole. These corn ones still going to taste good. So from here, you want to be quite liberal with the sauce because they're going to dry out. Alright, now here's the first pan with all that dark goodness, enchilada sauce on there. Gonna sprinkle some more cheese on top. Probably need a little bit more than that. Because that's the best part, right? The cheese. Okay, that should be good. And I have some olives to put on top. And I have some green onions. And that's it. First pan is ready to go. I'm actually going to cover it with foil and work on the next pan. Okay, so on my next pan, which are the vegetable enchiladas, I'm going to use some flour tortillas. And I'm going to start off the same. Enchilada sauce on the bottom. And this pan's a lot smaller. It's just me. I'm sure he'll taste it, but he likes to have meat. Alright, I have my lentil mixture. My vegetable squash. Cheese. And sour cream. Try not to overstuff it like I did. Which I'm probably going to do again. And it is kind of messy. I mean, if you're cooking for people, like you're going to have someone else come and eat your food, try not to use your fingers, but it's just us today. Alright, so you're going to continue on, see, until you're done. Alright, and here's my second pan. I'm going to do the same thing and cover it with enchilada sauce. I wish you guys can smell it. It smells really good. Okay. Sprinkle it with some cheese. Some more cheese in there. I'm basically mixing my sharp and my 4 cheese blend. And this is the reason why I can't be vegetarian, you guys. I love cheese way too much. Okay. Well, okay. And some olives. And some green onions again. Or excuse me, scallions. And that's it. Second one done. Cover it with foil, stick them both in the oven, and I'm not really sure for how long because everything is pretty much cooked. We're just heating it, letting everything melt and the cheese on top melt, and we'll be done. We can plate up. And here is the finished product. Cheesy, delicious enchiladas. Time to plate up. Alrighty, I'm all done. Dinner is served. Here's the finished product. Not a pretty plate, but very good, hopefully. This is my vegetable, lentil, squash, enchilada. It's hot. It's really good. I made some guacamole just to cool down things, just in case it was too spicy. And some rice and some corn. No beans because I have beans inside of my enchilada. But it's really good. See? To the inside, squash, lentils. It's really good. I'll go check with my husband and see if he likes his chicken enchilada. It's really good.